Hi, this is about the NEET case proceedings which has happened in the Honorable Supreme Court yesterday on 18th July. I will cover only the main highlights and based on that what we can anticipate to see in the oncoming Monday. See, almost everybody acknowledges that there has been a paper leak. Number one point. Now, Honorable Supreme Court challenges only one. They have to find out whether the paper leak was widespread or not. Was it widespread or was it localized? If it was widespread and reached almost everybody, okay, or the bigger masses, in that case, re-NEET will happen. But as per the proceeding which happened yesterday, that possibility looks remote because the discussion does not go towards that. Okay. Now, if it is not widespread, it is localized, then what was happening in the proceeding? There were three city names which were doing the rounds. One is Patna, second is Hazaribagh, and third is Godhra in Gujarat. These are the three places which have been highlighted. See, no other highlights you are listening also in the news. Few places where the case has been registered and CBI has taken the FIR for that. Those are the cases of impersonation, somebody else sitting in the place of someone else, or some cheating. Okay, primarily. It's not about the paper leak and the mass scale of copy. So, Patna, Hazaribagh, and Godhra. Before I discuss what is going to happen by the court in the coming hearing, let me tell you the chronology of events in this paper leak. See what happens, the paper is printed by some printer. They 28th April, they give it to the private courier to send it across to the SBI or Canara Bank in different cities. You must be aware there are 571 cities where this NEET has happened. Just see the data. 571 cities, 4,750 centers where the exam is happened. Now all these 4750 centers nearby one SBI Canara Bank, their question will be deposited. So 28th the courier service takes it, they deposit to the banks on 3rd May. Okay, 3rd May it has gone to the locker. Now no report about the bank people involved in this paper leak. So there is no discussion about it and I don't think court will take interest in that. So they will focus only on the areas which are being coming into the news or highlight. Now on 5th May, somebody from the center who is in charge, like who goes to the bank and takes out the question paper along with them. If it happens at let's assume at 8:15, by 9 o'clock they reach the center and in that they are seeing a possibility. The petitioner was telling that in Hazaribagh, the person who was in charge for the examination and the vice principal of the school, OSS school, okay, they have taken the paper. Suppose as per the timeline, 9 o'clock they reach with the question paper, they send this question paper to the people who are going to solve. There can be a team of 7 members who can be AIMS students, okay, or the passed out doctors, or maybe people who have just got into MBBS, okay, smart students. Those 7 members, they can solve 25 questions each, and so in 45 minutes time, entire question paper can be answered. So 9 o'clock to 9:45, all the questions are solved. 9:45 we give to the students of NEET to remember, maybe in 2 to 3 hours, 2.5 hours time, they remember the entire question paper. Because the NTA permits 11:30 to 1:30 you can go to the exam center. So if I am near the exam center, I finish the question and go there. And thereafter write the exam. So it's very much possible that the leak can happen here. Or as per the petitioners, they were claiming that no, Patna police, Bihar police has registered the cases and taken people into custody on 4th May itself, 4th May evening. That means the paper leak has happened before 5th May. That means they had ample amount of time to make it widespread. Okay, and that the court were discussing also. And that's why in that connection they have asked for the Patna police, Bihar police report to understand this. So now this exam, there is a possibility it might have happened there, people have done. Now the court will also look into this, that whether they were asking questions, very interesting point. They are asking question, how many centers in Godhra, how many students wrote the exam, how many qualified. If the number is very less, then they will ignore Godhra case, they will take it aside. And they will focus on Hazaribagh and Patna. And they are asking question, Hazaribagh, how many centers, how many students wrote the exam, Patna, how many centers, how many students wrote the exam. Okay, if they find any abnormality in the results there, as per the number of students appeared and number of students qualified, then they will probe it further. That's one point. Number 2, they may also explore the options of, if this question was leaked out in Hazaribagh school, will it not reach Jamshedpur, which is very nearby, or will it become a phenomena for the entire Jharkhand, entire Bihar? Okay, that's a question they would like to probe in the coming hearing. So they have asked NTA to declare the results center-wise, okay, without disclosing the the roll number, but center-wise, center number will be disclosed, which NTA was not very much willing to give it. So center-wise, the moment the results are published, the students and parents and the petitioners can look into that, and if they find any challenge, any point which is indicating towards the wrong direction, they may highlight it to the court. Just like you must have understood, somebody who got around 719 marks, once it came into people's notice, then they highlighted 719 marks as not possible NEET, and thereafter the secret of giving the grace marks was opened up for 1563 students. So these all possibilities are going to be seen by the court. My understanding or our understanding is very simple. If it is not widespread, take the area of Patna, Hazaribagh, nearby area, Godhra, check whether you need to do only in these centers for these many students, conduct the NEET exam and then start with counseling. I think that will be a big probability in coming Monday hearing. Whatever happens, let's wish that happens good for the students and for the students' parents.